Yo, what up guys, Felix from John Lifestyle. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the dumbest purchases I've made as an entrepreneur. Now, I've been an entrepreneur since 2014, and I've been up, I've been down, I've made a bunch of money, I've lost a bunch of money, and these are some of the dumbest purchases I've made when I've made a bunch of money. Now, when I see ball players, celebrities, athletes make a bunch of money and spend a bunch of money, I don't look down on them the way that some people in society do. Oh, he made a bunch of money, no money management, look at that dumb kid. Because when you come from nothing, and I hope the echo isn't too bad, I had to switch the different part that I usually shoot out in my apartment because of the lighting, because I'm shooting this video pretty late into the night. But when I see people come from nothing and become something, it's really hard if you've never actually been in that position. So I wish everybody that watches this video success. But when you do go from nothing to something very quickly, be sure that you have somebody in your corner who can give you good advice, because that first $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 that hit your bank account, you might feel like it's going to come in like that forever, and you will be surprised when that's really not as much money as you think, when you have to consider expenses, reinvesting into your business, taxes, payroll, and many other things that go into growing a very successful business. Also, if you guys are looking for a simple business that can make you an extra few thousand per month, check out the first link in the description below where I show you how to buy and resell medical commodities. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So these are the dumbest purchases I've made as an entrepreneur. Like I said, I own many successful businesses. I own real estate, I own a medical commodities business, I do pretty well on YouTube, and these are some of the dumbest purchases I've made over time. I don't regret any of them. It's all a learning lesson, and some of them I actually do enjoy. But if I could have done it all different, maybe I wouldn't have actually done it. So the first thing would probably be my car. So my car is my dream car. I've always wanted this car. It's a BMW X5. And while this car is a beast, a monster, it drives smooth, you can never feel any bumps, maybe something like a Honda or a truck would have been a little bit better of a smart financial decision. I didn't do it to impress anybody. I don't care what people think I can drive. I got it because I always wanted it. And it's really a beautiful car. It's just a gas guzzler and a real burden every single month. I don't struggle to pay it. I could pay it with ease every single month. But it's just, even though I got a very cheap interest rate, and I probably should have leased it for a business expense and insurance, because I have a ton of speeding tickets and cell phone tickets, and just me being dumb, so my insurance is high, especially with me being young with a luxury car. It's probably something that wasn't the best financial decision. Like I said, I don't struggle to pay it. I love the car. I literally love driving. I don't really like driving, but when I get into that car every day, it just has so many awesome features. And maybe in the next year or two, once I have more and more success, I probably will buy maybe the 2023 or the 2024 X5. But right now, if I could have done it all over again, I definitely would have got something big, because I am 6'5". I know everybody says they can't tell from my videos, but I am 6'5". So for me to sit in a tiny Honda or a smart car, that's definitely off the table. But just sitting in my car, but knowing that I'm paying such a huge expense to drive it every single month, sometimes, just was like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have bought this. Maybe I should have gone with something a bit cheaper. But that'd probably be the number one thing that was the dumbest purchase. Like I said, I don't regret it, because it's something I've wanted for so long. Put it on my vision board years ago, and I literally got the exact same car I put on my vision board, but with the amount of money I pay between maintenance, gas, insurance, car note, and everything, it is, not the smartest purchase. Number two is my jewelry. So I don't have a ton of jewelry. I don't have a bust down Rolex or anything like that. I just have a pendant that says Giant Lifestyle. And it's not a terrible thing to buy. It could be a good marketing advertisement if I wear it consistently. But it's just really meaningless. Once I got it, I literally got tired of it after a week or two, and it literally just sits in the box that I got it in. It's really cool, it's really nice, but there's no resale value. I think the next piece of jewelry I'm gonna get is gonna be like a plain Jane Rolex, maybe like a presidential or something, because not only do those go up in value, but they don't lose their value. When you see these rappers, ball players, and celebrities go to these jewelers and bust down their Audemars, Pateks, Rolexes, they literally lose value. It's like driving a brand new car off the lot. It literally has no value. So I would want to buy something that not only I could wear every single day, because you can't wear a nice style watch every single day. I mean, you can, but it doesn't go with everything. Something that has no diamonds in, that comes right from the factory, looks like an everyday piece that you can wear, and it holds its value. So my jewelry, like I said, I don't regret it, but it really just wasn't a smart purchase because I literally wore it a few times, got bored of it, just sits in the box. It could be a good advertising or marketing piece where I'm wearing it, people see it, they're like, oh, what's your chain say? And then I tell them about my channel and all the other things that I do. So it could bring in some business, but was it worth the money I spent on it? Probably not. Number 3 is clothes. So if you guys know me, I have tons and tons and tons of clothes, and then tons and tons and tons of sneakers. And this is designer. This is stuff that ranges for a couple $100 to thousands of dollars. And it's crazy how these companies are literally just slapping a name on a piece of clothing, whether it's jeans, sweatpants, t-shirts, sweatshirts, sneakers, belts, backpacks, whatever it is, and they're literally selling it for thousands of dollars. I could think in particular, I have a pair of jeans that I spent $1,200 on it, and I bet you they probably made the pair of jeans for somewhere between $100 and $200. And these brands are just the king and queens of marketing. You really have to think how they're literally just putting a name, a logo, a few letters on a brand or a piece of clothing, whether it's a t-shirt, sweatshirt, whatever it is, and selling it for crazy prices. And I kind of had to have an epiphany. I didn't really care, it is what it is. Over the years, like I said, I've probably spent, tens of twenties of thirties of thousands of dollars, probably even close to $100,000 since I started my entrepreneur journey on stupid luxury items that aren't even luxury because most of the times they're not comfortable and they're not worth the price. Some of them have cool designs or cool little layouts or just kind of flows to the design of or the art behind the clothing. But is it worth $600 for a t-shirt, or is it worth $1,000 for a pair of jeans, or is it worth $3,000 for a backpack? Absolutely not. So when I could have got the same thing for maybe 1/10 of the price at a regular store, and then not to mention regular clothes are way more comfortable. I have a pair of Lacoste sneakers or shoes that I wear every single day almost, and those are way more comfortable than any pair of Louis Vuitton shoes I ever bought. I could think in particular, my Christian Louboutins are the most uncomfortable shoes I've ever worn in my entire life. And I don't wear them. They are so uncomfortable. They look cool. They have the red sole on the bottom, but they give you crazy blisters and they're very uncomfortable. The next thing would be buying stuff with my debit card. So this isn't like a car or a piece of jewelry or anything like that. But if you guys are an entrepreneur, buying stuff with your debit card is literally just throwing money out the window because it's getting rid of your cash. The number one thing you should do is be building up your credit and then get credit cards that give you cash back and points. So if you're spending money on flights, if you're spending money at the grocery store, whatever you're spending money on, you should be swiping it with your credit card and then paying it off in full at the end of the month or whatever your credit payback strategy is. But spending money with just your debit card is literally just a waste of money. If you're going to be using your debit card, you might as well use your credit card. So one, you're protected if something goes wrong with that purchase because credit cards will protect you more than debit cards and your bank account will. So you can always get the money back through a via dispute if you have to. And then two, the payback will get you points and rewards over time. And then the fifth thing, which is probably the dumbest thing, and I actually kind of do regret this, but it's a learning situation, is just being so nice that if someone were to ask me, hey, can I borrow a couple hundred, a couple thousand, hey, can I borrow this, can I borrow that, I would be so nice, give people the benefit of the doubt that they're going to pay me back, and 99 times out of 100, they never pay you back. So if people ask me, hey, can I borrow money, I do not give them money anymore. And that's just like my mother, my father, which is the reason I became successful. I do not let anybody borrow money because you just never get it back. The only way I would consider it is if you give me collateral. Like, hey, can I borrow $1,000? Sure, give me your laptop that's worth $2,000. So when you don't give me the money back, I could sell it and retrieve my money. But it's got to be, it's got to make sense because I've spent so much money giving people, even sometimes 100, 50, 20, 50, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 1,000. And then if you don't give it to them, they'll try to guilt trip you that you're greedy or all you care about is yourself and all the money you have and you don't want to share it. But at the same time, if I go down, everybody goes down. So when you start making your money, don't try to lend money to everybody because you won't get it back. They don't care. You have a business to run. And if you don't get it back and you keep doing it, you will put yourself in a position where if you lost tens of thousands of dollars over time, they'll never pay you back. They'll treat you, it's just like, if your buddy has a business, you should always pay him. Don't expect free things from people in your family just because they have a business. Getting a discount, that's cool. But even me, I always lead with value. My barber's my friend, I still pay him. So, you know, it is what it is. Just try not to lend out money. If you are going to do it, see if the person has a track record of paying you back. See if the person will give you collateral, or just say, hey, I can't do it right now. I have money tied up. So there you guys have it. Those are the dumbest purchases I've made as an entrepreneur. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to put a thumbs up on it. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.